Okay, this is the second phrase of the second line of Waters of Kylesku. So we finished the phrase before on the low A. Okay, so we're going to carry on with a D grace note to C. Now you'll remember that from the first phrase, yeah? It was a slightly trickier movement. Okay, and then we've got another E doubling and another strike, and then a new movement for you. Now this movement is called a D throw. It's written on D, and if we read the notes in it, you've got a low G to start, yep, and then you move up to D, and then you strike down onto C to finish on D. So really slowly, it starts on the low G. So from low G, you lift up to D, and then you strike the chanter. So practice that movement on its own. And we're just striking down onto the C just with one finger. You see some people playing all the fingers. So it's just the C finger, the D finger, sorry, strike the chanter with that one. And then when you're happy with that, try it from E. So from E, we go down to low G to begin the movement. Okay, so just practice that movement on its own, and once you've got it, you're ready to tackle this phrase. So after that, it's really straightforward. On to C, and then G grace note to B. Now, this is called tie, and basically what that's doing, it's tying these two B's together to make one really big long one. Okay, so you'll hear that as I play the phrase. Going from low A then, after 2, 1, 2. Okay, and I'll do that one more time. So we're starting with the low A right on the beat. Okay, don't worry about playing the G grace note on it. When you're joining the phrases together, you'll play that G grace note. So after 2, 1, 2. Okay, now here is a bit of good news for you. The third line of the tune is exactly the same as the first line. Okay, so we're taking it from the E to the C doubling, just as in the first line, it's E to C doubling, and then the rest of the line is exactly the same as the first line. Okay, so if you're pretty good at the first line, the third line won't be a problem to you. Okay, so next video we'll look at the fourth line.